What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of The Take On with myself, Flex, Mr. Anton, Ferdinand, and Abby Summers. She's back for another episode. Actually, she's here every week. Not back for another episode. You are a resident.
Just literally part of the furniture.
You're part of the furniture. Part of the furniture.
It's cute.
It is. Let's start at the game last night. Chelsea got absolutely destroyed by Arsenal. They got little bro. They got little man. They got no Palmer, no Partey. Like they got absolutely because it was a massacre.
They got pummeled
in North London. Obviously, Arsenal fans very happy with that 5-0. Do you know what I'm saying? The big confidence going into the North London derby, which we'll talk about in a minute. But that win, is that anything to take from it, or is it
it's a statement.
dead Chelsea? Statement.
So 100%. Listen, let's have it right. Chelsea ain't been the best this year. They've started to pick up results and stuff, and you can see what they're trying to do. However, a London derby is a London derby. You know, and we're going to say this about the derby coming, the North London derby coming. Form and all that goes out the window, you know, and for Arsenal to just dismiss them the way that they did, like you said, little man them off, like the way that they did, was a statement, you know. And I think, so I sit here and I have to say it. I think they will go and win the league. If they beat you guys next week, no pressure, Abby, but if they beat you guys next week, the league's theirs.
Hang on a minute. Hold on a minute. They've got to come to Old Trafford, mate.
That's
minor things.
Let's not what?
I think that's minor.
Liverpool have to come there in their title race. They didn't win.
Yeah,
they're
but
amazing.
Let's just not leave it all on you.
No,
what? So we're going to leave it all on Spurs?
No, I don't want it left on us, but it looks like it's left on us.
Hang on a minute. What I'm saying is,
I don't want the pressure.
By the way, this is the time to get rid of this Spursy shite, you know. I'm telling you. This is what's on this game for you.
It's been many times before, but this is the time.
This eradicates Spursy.
I feel like we've pivoted straight away into the North London derby straight away.
Let's just cook Chelsea a little bit more.
Well, wait. We're gonna get there. Chelsea without Cole Palmer.
It's actually Liberty calling him Cole Palmer. It's cold Palmer.
Yeah.
I like pen Palmer as well. So many pens.
You doing
so
that?
many pens though.
Abby.
Look, Cole Palmer has been unreal.
Oh my.
Cole Palmer has been unreal.
Abby. He's competing. He's competing for the Golden Boot with Erling Haaland.
He is.
He's been probably the signing of the season for how much money he cost.
Hating over there.
And you're talking about his penalties.
He's got a lot of pens. Like that's.
Why do you do this?
Not a lie,
and then when they in the comments, when they say you go, oh, why are they saying that?
It's a Tottenham thing.
You don't hear what else
But you started with that.
I said he's got a lot of pens, but he's carried Chelsea. He's been unreal.
No,
without
try and go there
Cole
now.
Palmer, without Cole Palmer, Chelsea would be in a relegation battle, and that is true facts. That's mental.
But you're hating.
But I'm not. I'm being honest.
This is what Spurs do because they ain't got the youngsters.
It's a backhanded compliment.
They ain't got the
why is it got to be backhanded?
That's just the way that we roll. It's a backhanded compliment, okay? I hate Chelsea.
Yeah.
I hate the fact they didn't even try and put a shift in last night.
I don't like Chelsea. I hate Chelsea.
I hate Arsenal. I hate Chelsea.
However,
but
cold is a joke.
Look, he's cold. He's good. I don't know why City sold him, but they did. Whatever. I think he probably regrets going to Chelsea. Let's be real. But
he can't regret.
Say it in the mic, Joel.
I'm waiting for you guys to officially announce.
Which I'll do in a second. Yeah.
Okay.
Joel's here.
Joel is here.
Joel's in the back.
Joel's here.
Muttering, chatty patty.
I think the lack of any class or quality in Chelsea's side with the amount of money they spent, and it's always going to circle back to the money because it has to with the £1 billion that's spent. Like you go to Arsenal in a North London derby, not North London, but London derby, regardless of the form that Arsenal are in or the fact they might win the league, you put up some type of a fight, and that was disgusting.
It was
Chelsea.
shocking.
This is Chelsea we're talking about. Pride of London, Champions League. You can't disagree with what they've done, what they've won over the years. But I've never seen Chelsea look like that.
No, they folded.
Ever.
They just folded.
For Arsenal, we saw Rice, Partey, and Odegaard in midfield.
That trio.
I want to discuss this, and we do have Joel Bayer here with us.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. He's off camera. We don't really want to see him today. We barely want to hear him, to be honest.
He's been relentless today, as you guys can imagine.
Put the trophy on the table.
See? Put the
Abby, right behind you, the one next to Rio. Put it on the table, please.
You really want me to put my Spursy hands on that, yeah?
Just put it. It's the closest you're going to get to it. We said it at the same time.
Slap.
You know, touch wood.
Joel, you and a lot of Arsenal fans have been speaking like we need our best midfield out. It has to be Rice, Partey, and Odegaard. Obviously, Partey's been injured most of the season, etc. He's come in, played against a dead Chelsea midfield, and obviously looks like prime Zidane now. What are you saying then? Is he the future? Is that he has to stay? Is he part of your best midfield? Because not too long ago, mate, you made a few comments.
I didn't make no comments.
You made a few comments that you thought he had to leave, mate.
You have no proof that I even said he has to leave. Because I never said he has to leave. What I will agree, though, is on a serious basis, if he's fit like this the whole season, then that is our starting midfield. There's no question. Rice, Odegaard, Partey. It looked good. You could see it. He's been injured a lot this year. I mean, if he's injured, do I want him to stay or go? That's a conversation for another time.
Right, okay. So you're undecided, but you just want him to do a little job for you now. Narrative FC. All right.
Narrative.
Okay, let's move it on a little bit then, because Anton said, if you beat Spurs, you win the league.
I think you do.
Let's bring it into that North London derby, yeah? How do you think you're going to come out of that? Are you going to go there and beat them up, or what's happening?
I think after yesterday's performance, it was key. I think right about now, it's momentum. It's all about what's in your head. Like,
are you slapping them? Is the question.
And actually, we don't mind seeing you finish. You can come and look down one of the cameras if you want.
Joe.
Listen, I'm too high up the table to be sitting next to you.
Yeah, so you got to answer questions, mate.
No, yeah, I'll ask him right from here. I'm fine. I was gonna say, if we win, will we win on Sunday? Yeah, because like what Anton said, it's a statement. And that statement was so strong that I think even Arsenal needed it to believe in themselves.
But this is why you need to come and sit and look down camera.
Listen.
Okay, Abby, Joel is saying that was a statement against Chelsea.
Ninth place
Chelsea. That's why we're going to come to...
Ninth place Chelsea that beat Man United, by the way, just saying.
The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah.
We're going to come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and beat you.
Yeah.
Can Tottenham stop this?
No, wait, hold on a minute.
She keeps talking about how she doesn't want Arsenal to win the league. She's got a chance to put a serious
Listen, this is what I'm saying. This stops the Spursiness. Yeah? Abby Summers. Camera 4 with chest. Yeah? Our Spurs stopping Arsenal win the Premier League.
Yeah. I didn't say they're going to win on Sunday, but I feel like just do something, Tottenham. Like, at home, everyone's bang up for it, right?
I'm not camera 4, you're camera 4.
I feel isolated.
No. We want a strong prediction. All of this, I feel stop. Will you be beating us on Sunday? Yes or no?
We will be having a big say in what happens. I'm not saying we're going to beat Arsenal. Form goes out the window. It could happen. Please, God, if there is a God, it will happen.
So what are you saying? It's a draw or a win?
I feel like we could get a draw. I feel like a draw for me. We're going to concede because we concede every week. We're definitely going to concede. We're going to play a high line, probably with Royale and Ben Davis as inverted fullbacks, which is stressing me out. Like, I'm not lying about that. But I feel like the magnitude of this game, like Tottenham have to rise. Like, they have to do something.
They have to, but will you?
Yeah, I need them to not.
No, Abby, will you
I've never
rise?
needed Tottenham to rise more than I need them to rise.
No, I know what you need, but will they?
Yeah. Also, we haven't played for 2 weeks, right?
Fresh.
That's a fresh holiday.
Fresh. Like, I'm hoping they're fresh, not like they're like lethargic now because it's been too long off. Okay, I need them to be fresh.
Right,
the last time out, they got smacked up, right, by Newcastle. That's the last game. So this is like redemption arc as well. Like, Arsenal are coming here to Spurs, the whole stadium. We need you to stop them. Like, this is your one chance to do something right. One chance, please, Tottenham. Like, I'm camera 4, please. I'm begging you, please. Just, I don't care if you lose every other game.
Just win this one.
Win this one game for me, for the whole fan base. Please don't be the reason that they end up winning the league. Because I think if they do beat us, I do think they're going to win the league.
I've got a question for you, Abby. You see, after seeing Arsenal's 5-star performance yesterday, yeah, because I know you watched the game, by the way, so don't pretend like you didn't, yeah. Did you watch that game and thought, this side is serious, and we could get a serious slapping if we don't stop them.
If we don't turn up, yeah.
Or did you watch Saliba a little bit?
When he was towing the caravan. And
think like...
No, I feel like...
Anton, stop it.
Do you know what my honest opinion is? My honest opinion on last night is look, obviously Chelsea were kind of there for the taking, but also like first half, Arsenal were got at. Like they did create chances, Chelsea. True. And if there was someone better at finishing than Nicholas Jackson, like the way he held the ball up, right? Nicholas Jackson can do that well, but he cannot finish.
Man's Tito Jackson in the moment.
So for me, if Cole Palmer maybe had been there yesterday or on the pitch, I feel like he would have got on the end, or maybe one of those chances, or two of them, and maybe the game looks different.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. For sure, he weren't there.
But you're saying this is Spurs. I'm saying that we got Son.
This is huge for Tottenham. Like you cannot let you lot come to our place and smack us up. Like not at this point of the season, not when it is like a potential league title on the line. Like Tottenham have to be not Spursy. They can't lose their heads. I don't want to see Romero going in for like rash challenges and getting sent off.
But it's a derby though. He's going to do mad tackles.
And it is fine, but I need them to keep a cool head. Like legit.
I just got another question.
Yeah.
You see how you're saying that?
I Ten Hag today.
Yeah, you're in the presser, mate. You're in the presser.
I just want to ask. It's like a press conference. It really is. If you're saying, oh, Jackson, he could have scored, whatever, don't you think that that's the same for Arsenal? Because Kai Havertz had two clear chances. One where he should have shot and he didn't, passed it, and one where he should have passed it and he shot. So then
woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, exactly. So
but it's woulda, coulda, shoulda.
That cancels out what you're saying about Nicholas Jackson, doesn't it?
Defensively, in the last couple games, obviously looking at the Villa game and also looking at the Bayern games, I have felt that you have been a little bit more lenient at the back than you have been before that.
Basically, she spotted your weakness, mate. So you know what I mean. Don't leave them gaps against Spurs.
I'm not saying you're defensively poor. I'm just saying yesterday on another night, maybe Chelsea could have. Maybe it wouldn't have been such a battering. They still would have lost, but maybe it would have been a bit more respectful.
By the way, I have to say this. Gareth Southgate needs to swallow his pride, man. Ben White needs to be involved in that England squad.
Ben White's got to swallow his pride.
What do you mean Ben White don't want to be there, mate? Southgate. I think
Southgate said, the door's open, mate. We're right here.
Seriously.
It's Benny Blanco from the block who don't want to be there.
What from the block?
You know what I mean, mate? It's Benny Blanco who probably wants to play for Italy or something in the Mafia. Benny Blanco.
No, I'm saying it.
It's him, mate.
I'm saying it because I'm saying it on the basis of that. On the basis of the reason why he got sent home is because he was outspoken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say sorry then. Do Sancho. Say sorry. It's in his hands.
Why?
Nah, I think there's a little bit more to that.
If he feels he's been done wrong, he's got to put it right, innit?
He don't want to be in it.
Gareth Southgate is saying, whatever's happened, it's cool. Like, come back. I want to select you.
Yeah.
He's going, nah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that.
He's the one who has to come to Gareth Southgate and say, bro, all right, you know what? F all that. Put me in. I'm ready to go. Because you're right. He should be there.
I'm going to look down camera 4 and I'm going to say, Ben White, do what you got to do, brother. Do what you got to do. And apologise, please.
Let's move on.
How many camera 4s are there?
I know. Every single camera is camera 4s. Man. The only one real camera 4 is that one over there.
My actual camera is
camera 1 then. I'm camera 1.
Benny Blanco, if you hear him, put it aside and, getting it right back where you went start instead of Trent. You know what I mean? What would he start instead of Trent? No, he didn't even know Trent's fit now.
Pardon?
Would he start instead of Trent?
On form, 100%. He has to.
Okay.
Remember, I'm just going off the basis of...
What, fully fit Trent?
I'm just going off the basis of what did Gareth Southgate say at the start?
It's a big take on that.
No, but listen what I've got to say. Let me land.
I don't know about that one, Anton.
Let me land.
Oh, Anton.
I'm going off of what Gareth Southgate, the England manager, said. Yeah?
There's no reversing that one, mate.
Listen, on form, he has to.
Even I'm a bit like, ooh.
You can say it all over there. That's how you deal with your players over there. It's fine. Camera 1, yeah? What I'm saying is, Gareth Southgate at the start of his tenure said, I'm picking players on form. They will play based on their form, not the club that they're at and what they've done in the game.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at that, I'm going based on that. Even though I know that's not happened.
Who do you want right back in the Euros? Benny Blanco from the block or Trent? TAA.
I love Trent Alexander-Arnold. I love him. But if we're going to go on form, and form gets you over the line, I'm going...
So if you picking this squad right now, because Trent's back fit again, he's going again, he's going to be all right then. Right now, you would play Ben White over Trent Alexander-Arnold this Euros.
On form, yes.
Okay.
On form.
Okay.
Players, you can't compare the two. In terms of players, Trent's a joke.
But what about just when it gets to the tour? Yeah, form's all right, but when it's just down to like straight up quality, like just who's going to do me the better job? Because form's this thing of like, Trent's been injured. But he's better than...
We are subject to getting attacked in the big games, yeah?
Okay.
In the big game. Everyone wants to question Trent Alexander, his defensive qualities. Ben White, you can't question.
Sounds like you're saying he's better than him, mate, then. Defensively, going forward.
I didn't say going forward. Don't put words in my mouth.
I mean, Joel looks confused.
Sounds like you're saying Ben White is a better option at right back than Trent.
On form, not as a player. On form.
Okay. On form.
Let's
Arsenal fans won't disagree with you.
Let's get that right.
Okay.
On form.
They'll love
on form.
that.
Okay.
On form.
All right, on form.
Big take.
Let's talk
take.
Manchester United. This is what the take on's all about.
Big take, that.
We didn't even ask him to do that one. He brought that to the table himself.
I'll be honest with you.
It's even bloody worse.
At least I go with chest. I asked Spursy to not be Spursy. Abby had no chest with it.
I just heard a press conference. I had loads of chest.
Hey.
Okay, right. Is everyone good?
We good?
I'm good.
Everyone calm, yeah? Joel, you good back there? Everyone good?
I'm doing great.
Production,
Thank
you
you very
good? Everyone's good.
Fantastic.
Right.
Everyone's
All right,
good.
let's
Cool.
carry on. Manchester United.
Oof.
FA Cup finalists for the second year
Oh,
running.
you're so shameless.
All I'm going to do is state facts.
Okay.
And then all I'm going to do is state facts, and then we're going to discuss.
Like, with that.
You've seen what I've said about
I'm going
my
to start
team.
calling you Anthony.
Why?
Like, for the way
Very
like,
you, that, with the
like-
What do you mean?
It's very
I called
you.
it out, mate. I said
you?
it's a disgrace. Yeah. Shocking behaviour.
Good.
But the facts are Man United are in the final, yes or no?
No, it's brilliant. You're in the final.
Man United got another chance at silverware, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yep.
Man United had an awful season but could win something, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Are you
what I
going
was
to win
saying.
it?
Are you going to win it?
Manchester United,
Yeah.
which is known as a mega club. There's ways.
Oh, you was only invited for the Arsenal bit,
There's
mate.
a
What's
way-
going on? What are you still talking about? Hang on a minute. You said I just want to be in here quickly for the Arsenal
wanna
bit. So
sit at
what's
the
going on here now then? I just want to know what.
Bro,
do
if
you know what I
you're
mean?
going to come in,
Do you know what I mean?
come and
Man said,
sit in here.
just bring me. I just want to talk Partey and think. Why are you still
You
tearing?
said
Do
you
you
didn't want to come
Abby,
to
what
the
do they call him? Triple F. what was it stand for?
know what I mean?
Flip, flop,
Huh?
flex.
Flip flop flex.
It's called new evidence.
Let me address something to you.
Go on.
Triple F.
Go on.
Flip flop flex.
Yeah, go on.
At Manchester United, your football club,
Yeah.
which you're supposed to be defending to a T.
Yeah.
Right, you know that it's not just about about winning; it's about how you win as well. And the way you won was not the Manchester United way.
I've been doing that for years.
What
mate,
is
since Sir Alex,
no?
mate.
United will
Late comebacks,
sometimes
mate.
come back late,
Late
but you don't
comebacks,
let
mate.
another team come back
Late
and then
comebacks,
you
mate.
beat them. That's not how it's done.
Drama, mate.
That's not how it's
United
done.
never
Have
do
you
it
ever
easy,
seen
mate.
the Sir Alex Ferguson clip when he won with Aberdeen?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was going nuts.
Levels. Rubbish.
Standards.
Because they're standards.
Correct.
And as far as we're concerned, right, all of us football fans up and down the country, that's not Manchester United.
Of course
right
it's
there.
not. Of course it's not. It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
But it shows in terms of where the club is at right
Absolutely. And where it's been for a
now.
very long
Let's have it
time.
right, Joel. You was at that place as well.
I was in the
talking
box.
No, but you're only I'm talking about as a club.
Yeah,
club.
mate, you've been
As a
there.
club.
Mate, you finished 8th and won the FA Cup. So why can't I
but
finish
you know
6th
why
and
it's
win it?
different?
No,
because
no,
do you know why it's different?
You
Because
finished back-to-back
as
8th.
much as I love Arsenal, yeah, you are a mega club.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah, Arsenal ain't in that category.
we come on, bro.
Yeah, but you were still angry. You were still angry. You still had more expectation.
Of course,
Mate, you was on the
100%.
radio saying get him out.
I weren't-
How about
I
that for
weren't-
flip-flop,
I weren't on the
mate?
radio.
You was in Amazon Prime, mate. I've heard you.
I was on Amazon
You say-
Prime. And have I not apologized?
You say get him
Have I
out.
not apologized?
You say get the manager out. So why can't I? So hold on a minute. So why can't I have a bit of belief then, eh, mate?
It's
Hey?
not about belief.
Why
You were
can't
just
I believe you're gonna
you
turn
were
it around
gonna
when
sit
you
there
did?
and try to just
You
act like
believed?
Ten Hag as if it was okay because you're in a final to play the way
You
you played.
believed?
My argument is that's not how
If I win
Manchester
the
United
FA,
do it.
if we win the FA Cup, can I believe in my manager? He can turn it around, please, like you did. I just want to ask a question.
Big yes.
You can, doesn't mean you're right, but you can.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, like, LVG won the FA Cup and he still got removed.
Yeah.
There's a way in which I was looking at some of the players. I wonder if a Marcus Rashford really respects him. I wonder when he's throwing instructions if it's not a Dallo or a Wan-Bissaka, are they really taking in what he's saying?
They're not.
Sometimes I see, Bruno who will have a brilliant week. He'll score a brilliant goal from halfway line. You think, great. But at the same time, I can't help but to think, sometimes why are you closing down the goalkeeper? Leaving gaps in the middle of midfield? Allowing...
Selfish, he's selfish.
The whole thing, bro, needs to get ripped up and start again. That's the truth.
What I will say, I'm going to go back to my point that I made earlier. Not today, but earlier on in the season. Just based on what you just said there, Joe, about the respect and everything. Yeah? After what happened with Sancho, I said it so many times. People around the dressing room look at him and go, raw, like, how's he treating someone like that? How's he doing that? How's he doing this? Now, Sancho was the scapegoat for that, rightly or wrongly. We don't need to go over that. However, now we're in a similar situation. The young boys are getting dragged off the pitch when they shouldn't even be coming off the pitch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Easy options all the time. No wonder people don't respect him. He's not willing to have hard conversations.
Garnacho liking tweets.
Yeah, no, but that's what it is. He's not willing to have a hard conversation with a more senior player. That's why he's taken off for Garnacho. Garnacho should never have come up before Rashford.
But he said he was injured and he has to. He's actually, in fairness, if you think about it from a devil's advocate, Rashford's the one who is dead, yeah? And Garnacho's the one who's been playing against Bournemouth. It was his 30th consecutive start, running this kid into the ground because the senior pros, where's Anthony? Where's Sancho? Where's Rashford? This kid's doing everything. So if I can't take him off when we're 3-0 up and the whole thing's not going to collapse like a stack of shit, what can I do as manager?
It's the same with
what can I do?
Kobe Mainoo, right?
I get it. I get that. But
we're 3-0 up, bro.
I get it. But this is a regular. It's not like it was just we're 3-0 and this is the first game. He does it every week.
Nah, but 3-0. I haven't seen them get 3-0 up position.
However, because it's happening regular, because it's happening a lot to Garnacho, there's a reason why when he's walking off he looked pissed.
But he's also playing all the games.
No,
right. Here's the thing. Anton. Here's the thing. I don't disagree. You see the thing is in the fan bases, is people want there to be one reason why it's all ruined, And the truth of the matter is there is no one singular reason. But that doesn't rid the manager of the responsibility of you clearly can't get through to the players because whatever you're putting down in training ain't being picked up. It's not. We're open every single game. We're facing record amount of shots. That is tactical. That is coaching. And guess what? Also, even being 3-0 up, even though I've defended the manager in terms of his substitutions, because you should be able to do that against 8th place in the championship at Wembley with 15 minutes to go. However, it shows that if there is a bit of bad luck, like a little shit goal that happens or it hits off someone's back and goes in, there's nothing to fall back on, i.e. our principles of play. Get the ball down. Let's do what we always do.
I think the mentality ain't there as well.
The mentality is not there.
You can't see. I mean, at 3-0, most people turned it over. They went to watch the Liverpool game, right? So then I felt like as soon as I saw they got one back Coventry, I was like, it's coming, I'm going to switch back. Because you just knew with United, you had a lot of injuries, you're playing Casemiro at centre-back, but you should have enough as Manchester United to get over the line 100%. Against Coventry, being 3-0 up. And it's it's the finest of margins, because if that's not given offside,
Ten Hag was a toenail away from not getting back on the bus.
100%. By the way,
he would no.
By the way,
Sir Jim's 71 or whatever, bro. He ran the marathon, bro, and pulled up at half time 3-0 up after the marathon, 70 years of age. And he got a good time, by the way. He got about 4 hours and something. That's a great time.
Not bad.
He's solid, mate. Then he come up to do interview with BBC talking about gardening leave. Then thought, let me just go Wembley quick. 3-0 up, 15 minutes. Ten Hag wouldn't have got back on the bus, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
And neither should the players either, by the way.
Can I ask you a question, Flip?
All of them, apart from Kobe Mainoo.
Can I ask you a question?
And Garnacho. And Rasmus.
Can I ask you a question, please?
And Martinez was on the side.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Go on.
Yeah? Is it time Rashford ducked out? Listen, as a fan, as you flex, is it time for him to leave? Do you want him gone?
This is my Marcus Rashford thing, whichever camera. Camera 3. Camera 2.
No, actually.
Camera 2.
Camera 2. Look down camera 2.
The problem, I'm talking to all of you here.
Through camera 2.
And all of you there through camera 2. I've worked out the Marcus Rashford thing in myself. Other people have different opinions. The problem is that Marcus Rashford has been built up to a superstar, right? But I don't think that his character and personality reflect that. And as a player, as United fans, because we love him and wanted him to do really well coming out of the academy and he's had amazing moments, we've also been been made to buy into that he's a player that's much better than we actually understand. He's not. The truth about Rashford is, and we can see in the sample size of all of his seasons, he's a good player on his day. He can be, devastating when he's confident. But that isn't very, very often. Let's be honest.
At best, a squad player?
Well, if you're being honest, his track record shows us that. He's going from 30 goals in one season to a season like this. Mm-hmm. The season before the 30-goal season was his worst ever. The one before that, he did okay. Then it's been a mixed bag. So the problem that you've got with Marcus Rashford is that I feel like the brand Marcus Rashford, because he's done such good things off the pitch and as a person has enabled himself with the resources he has to do good, which no one should ever take away from him, hasn't necessarily correlated into his footballing ability. And what we're trying to do is Marcus is reserved, he's shy, but he has maverick status. He has superstar status. Maverick players and superstar players and stuff.
We're not in the mix zone now.
They're not that. But that's the truth, though. No, that's the truth. I'm saying it as it is.
Quite honest,
I'm saying he ain't what. I'm saying. I'm being serious.
Right, easy, guys.
I'm saying he ain't what we thought he was going to be.
100%.
And that's the harsh reality of it. So on that, I think it's best now that both parties go separate ways. I honestly do feel that. I've got a
question though. So where does he go? Because there's this myth of PSG. PSG wanted him a couple of years ago.
But here's the thing, Joe, and this is what I mean about Marcus Rashford being built up to this player that is all of this. It's like, well, hang on a minute. How good is he? Because where's he?
Yeah, but
most players at Man United, very few leave and go up.
Yeah.
Very few.
But you've put him in a category where you're giving him 350 bags a week. Right?
Correct.
So
big piece.
he's also on a contract that's...
Correct. He ain't going anywhere.
He ain't going anywhere because no one's going to go and pay, firstly, them wages. He don't deserve it based on footballing ability, what we've seen. He's still in, what is it, a 3-year contract? Or
It's a brand new contract, only last year.
So he's got years left on the contract. So no one's going to buy out of that. He's going to probably sit there and be like, as we kind of spoke about before, why would I leave? So what do you do? Because you don't want that energy of someone that just wants to sit there and collect their bag every week.
What has to happen, and this is why Ineos's job is absolutely huge and why it's going to take a long time. What they have to do is undo the sins of the past. You can't do that in one window. Sometimes you can't even do it 2 or 3. What it does take...
Sometimes you have to do that. It's like what happened with Arsenal. It's like the Aubameyang and Odegaard.
Yeah, you have to do it.
You just got to cut your losses.
But what it does take is, it also takes a manager to come in and say, not for me. Don't care about the name. Don't care about the price tag. Don't care about the wages. Because what Arteta did do is, Aubameyang just didn't instantly go one day. He started not playing. He started not starting. Then Lacazette's not playing. All of a sudden, these big men who are on the big wages, yeah, you can sit on it. But also, what's really going to hurt these guys who are just ruling the roost is repercussions. You're not playing. You're coming off in the 60th minute. All of these things. And if you want to undo the big players, like a Luke Shaw, who's got status and longevity, and we need to move on from him, potentially Bruno, if you want to go in a different direction, you have to start impacting them and making them understand that they're not the top of the food chain anymore. This new manager is, or this new hierarchy is, with different ideas. These players need to know that their cards are marked.
Yeah, but I feel like he did try and do that when he come in, Ten Hag. Like, he had all the drama.
He did.
He had all the drama.
And everyone praised him.
Yeah, but then, like, that's massively fallen off. Like, they don't care what you have to say.
That's because I said months ago, he's not consistent with it. He picks and chooses. But
also, Anton, remember when I said that he does pick and choose, but then he also went to a bit where he went, it's one important squad player too far now.
Yeah.
So now Sancho's gone, Ronaldo's gone, Rashford and Bruno are like the main guy. And Bruno, I just made my captain, by the way. So he's my guy.
Yeah.
Rashford, I got 30 goals out of last year, new contract. He's my guy. So it's like, if I attack them now and take them out, meanwhile, I've got all these youngsters, and he's looked at it from a managerial point of view, said, I can't afford to lose them too. So he's done the blind faith, so never take Rashford off, always play Bruno. Because if he doesn't do that and he loses them, in his head, which is wrong, he's going, I've got nothing. So it's one of them damned if you do, damned if you don't. Listen, if Ten Hag turns this around from this position, it'll be one of the greatest turnarounds we've ever seen.
Is he?
I don't believe so. I think he's done.
You think he's done?
Yeah.
Do you want him gone?
I'm toying with it, and I think it's untenable. I can't see how Ten Hag turns this around. Untenable means that he can't turn it around. Can't fix it.
So he won't be there next season.
I don't believe he'll be there next season.
I
think Ineos have every bit of proof and every bit of evidence to rightly so say, you know what, we're going to go in a different direction.
I think it'll be the right thing to do. I think, one, you've got no identity or you can't even see what he's really trying to do with the team. I think even we spoke about Fernandez being a captain, great player, but when you look at captains and what your captains have been like over the years, they're not selfish. They're not selfish players. But
how telling is it that in our squad, he's the only one? Really, who can get it?
When you listen to Ollie, there's people that will say, I don't want it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you're dealing with.
That's mad.
Big Man United.
That's nuts.
Do you want a armband for a game? Privileged? Nah, you're all right, mate. You're all right. Nah, you're good. But if I'm going to be 100% honest though, yeah, there is a part of me, 100%, that like I would love him to turn this around. Like it would be one of the big. I would.
You're that invested in him.
I would love him to turn it around, because the other caveat, which I have to play devil's advocate, can't just have one show of just saying all the negative things against the manager. The other side is, which a lot of fans do feel still, because it isn't everyone's Ten Hag out. It's not. It's very, very split. It's like 50-50, maybe 60-40 now. But is the amount of injuries that they've had, the things he's had to deal with off the pitch, and also the project that he signed up to under the circumstances in which he signed up to them in, they've now changed. All of the people who make the decisions, the way they conduct themselves in transfers, the way that hopefully the squad can be ripped up and built again, hopefully emphasis taken away from Ten Hag identifying all of these players that he just knows, it's all different. So how do you not know there could be a different outcome with him? You don't know. All of a sudden, he's a bad coach.
I just can't.
When he came, everyone was really happy that he came.
Well, he's not a bad coach.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he's a good coach.
But he's looking like a terrible coach, though, Anton. You're saying he ain't got a clue.
He's a good coach.
He's looking like he don't have a clue.
He's a good coach with young players.
So what I'm saying, so there you go. How do you know Innocent's new strategy? Look at the young players he's brought through. Garnacho we're praising. Mainu we're praising. Hoyland we know's got something in there. Okay, so if we get young players and rebuild a different squad, how do we know that he can't?
But then that's obviously going to take time. So like we've spoken obviously about this before, that last season was a decent season. This season's not a good season. You might win a cup, you might not. Probably not. So do you stick with him for one more season?
And if he does do that, I can't be overlooked. If you've won a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup.
Fair. But like, let's see if he actually does that. But if not, we'll just take it as you probably won't win that. Yeah. So then do you stick with him for one more season and then assess it after a 3-year period? Is that big enough?
That's the big
question. But do you want to waste another year?
Exactly.
I'm just telling you one thing. A lot of the rival fans are saying Ten Hag in. And that says it all.
They were saying that about Arteta.
Your rival fans
They were saying that about Arteta. Don't listen to the rival fans.
I just think,
this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but with Arteta, you saw what he was trying to do. There was identity. And what he saw what he was trying to do.
That's true.
It was a bit of pain.
That's the biggest difference.
Yeah, he's in trouble. I said it in my review. I think he's a dead man walking, personally. Right, that's Man United taken care of, and Spurs and Arsenal. We have to talk about your club. You're getting licks right now, mate. You're taking some licks.
Only one game.
No.
What other game?
Just a couple, mate.
Europe.
A couple, mate.
Newcastle, Palace. Mate. Quite a few. I'm just listening the last couple of weeks.
Palace.
Yeah. Big licks of Palace.
Fulham beat you.
They beat us.
Oh yeah, Fulham.
Easy though. Pereira's flipping hell, mate. I looked at Pereira against you. I thought I need him back at United. He's excellent.
What's going on?
No problem.
What's going on now?
Listen,
talk to us about Moyes, man. The pressure must be ramping up, mate.
Mountain. Like for me personally, as a West Ham fan, I think
your tone's really different when you speak about your club.
You seem a bit somber.
It has to be.
No, I'm just saying, like, for all the other ones, you loud, project your voice,
professional,
sit up,
professional.
All right, we don't want the ambassador Anton now. We want.
Okay.
This is giving like violin music over the top. Can we add that in?
What, the violin music?
Yeah. Can we add that in? Oh, yeah, cool.
Well, we'll get that for Spurs.
No,
we'll get that for Spurs.
Audi
Cup.
Okay. Camera one.
Okay.
Yeah, camera one. What are you saying on Moyes?
Camera one. What I will say is, my honest opinion with Moyes, right? I've said it all year. I believe he deserves to go on his own accord, because what he's done has been fantastic. From where he came into the football club, where we was in a relegation battle, taking us to European football for 3 years on the bounce, and winning a trophy. What? Yeah, no. Listen.
But now it's time to push.
Listen.
Now he's got to jump before he's pushed.
How an Arsenal fan
now it's time to walk the plank.
How are Arsenal fans saying but with no European credentials? Let's have it right. No European credentials over there.
It's about the journey, they say.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Oh, we nearly shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I mean?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. New narrative, that.
If I'm David Moyes now, and listen, it looks like he's going to go at the end of the season. It looks like it. But if I'm David Moyes, what I would do is I'd come out this week and actually say, I'm going at the end of the season. For the simple fact of, if he does that, the fan base can actually celebrate what he's done. Because as he got us to a place which is unbelievable, yes, he has. I'm saying he's one of 3. He's a legend. He's legend status. One of 3 managers to bring a cup to West Ham. Yeah, so let's cement that legendary status with him being clapped out of the club and appreciated by the fans, which he should be, rather than it going toxic.
Like what Arsenal fans done to Wenger. You don't want that.
I don't want.
When Joe had his banner out.
Exactly. I don't want a Wenger situation where he's actually changed everything in your club and getting marched out.
Hounded out, yeah.
And getting hounded out. I don't want that for him. He's one of 3.
Okay, so you think it's time to part ways?
I think it's time
mutual,
to part ways.
It's time, different challenge.
I've said it on so many occasions. I think the West Ham way is misinterpreted by West Ham fans. I think the West Ham way of yesteryear was when there was only two teams who really played the ball on the floor years ago, which was West Ham and Liverpool, with the Bobby Moores and players of that ilk, the legends like that. The West Ham way that I know it from watching as a fan, then going onto the pitch, is you work hard first, you play second. You're in the face, you're on the front foot. Our supporters this year, when we start that way, I don't hear no complaints about the football that we're playing. We've never played great football under David Moyes. But when we're aggressive and on the front foot, no one questions the football. So that's where I think the interpretation's gone. And then where it's gone wrong. However, David Moyes needs to leave on his own accord. And if it is this year, I would like him to come out and say it before the end of the season so we can actually appreciate what he's done.
Could he go past this year? Or you're saying no, he should.
Being in the stadium, I don't think he can.
Right. Okay.
Being in the stadium, I don't think he can.
I think that was fair.
Yeah, very fair, Anton.
Very mixed zone, but took it well.
No chance in the mixed zone.
Guys, let us know what you're thinking about the takes that have been on today. Should we never allow Joel to part of the show again in that capacity or any capacity? Should he just stick to his own Mondays? Let us know in the comments below. Take care. We see you on another episode of The Take On. Peace.